One.
All right, so this is going to be Google Drawing Selfie Part 2. So what I'm going to do now is just a quick review. You know, we did the big shapes, the overall shape, and I'm going to do one more big shape. I'm going to do my shoulders, and I want to show you how you can order shapes. I deliberately left the shoulders out in the previous video because I wanted to show you how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get the polyline tool. And I'm going to Control Alt plus to zoom in. And all I'm going to do is just my shoulders. I'm going to just trace around. And I'm not even worried about being super accurate with this shape. I'm just going to go right straight through my beard because I know I'm going to order this shape so that it's below my beard anyways. And I'm going to go straight down to the corner. I'm just tracing. This is like the easiest shape in the world. And then back up. Okay, now let me fix this bottom corner here. All right, that's good enough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color, transparent outline, and let's see, that's probably a good color for the shirt. And then remember, hold down Shift, get the cursor, hold down Shift, scooch it over, line it up with the corner. So there it is. And now you can see, and I'll zoom out, you can see that that shape is above my beard, but I want it below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on it, order, and I'm going to press send to back. And there it is. There's my shoulders. Now I can go in here later and add, some details to this, but that's basic. I can add this collar in here and this shadow and stuff like that and get a little bit more detail, but that's pretty good. So now what I want to do is I want to start focusing on some of the smaller details. So the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the eyebrows, things like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the mouth, and I'm going to draw 3 major shapes. So first thing I'm going to do, though, of course, is I'm going to zoom in, and it's going to probably feel a little bit weird drawing your mouth, but, just deal with it, I guess. So polyline tool, I'm going to start up here. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm just drawing the shape of my mouth where there isn't the beard. You guys will probably draw your lips. And then I'm going to make that color like a pinkish color. And then I'm going to get my cursor, slide it over, try to line it up as best I can. Then I'm going to draw, actually I'm going to draw 4 shapes, I think. I'm going to draw the teeth. Now when I draw the teeth, I'm going to not worry about drawing each individual tooth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw the basic outline of the whole line of teeth. So with the polyline tool, I'm just going to, and you'll see that you don't have to be super accurate with these. Again, remember, don't worry about if your line isn't, if that happens, just undo it and start over. That usually happens because you're not quite zoomed in far enough. I think I can do it right here without having to zoom in. But you see, all I'm doing is I'm kind of just going around. You want to think of it as a big white shape more than, okay, that's annoying. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And try it again. Anyways, as I was saying, you're going to realize that you don't have to get all the little lines and details. Now, I've got this outline I want to get rid of, and for the color, I'm going to do something like that. And I might customize it later on. But now what I want to do is zoom out and scooch it over. And get my cursor, hold down Shift. And something like that. All right, now I'm going to do the black dark shape in here. So polyline tool. And this shape might need to be adjusted a little bit so that it fits with the teeth. And I'm going to need to order it so that it goes below the teeth as well. Okay, so I want to make that black. I don't want an outline. Get my cursor, hold down shift and scooch it over. And then that actually looks pretty good like that, but let's order it. Now I don't want to do send to back here. I just want to do send backward. And that looks pretty good, but what I want to do is kind of clean these things up a little bit. So I want the black shape and the shape for the teeth to line up kind of perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag these little dots. I double clicked on the black shape and I'm just going to drag them up so that they go below the white shape like this. And then the effect will be that they're sitting on top of each other. Okay, now, last shape I'm going to do is the tongue, which is kind of weird, I know, but hey, it's part of the drawing there. All right. Now this one I'm going to make a transparent shape. I'm going to do pink. That'll probably work. Now I'm going to click back up here. I'm going to custom, and I'm going to just slide down a little bit so that's transparent. And then I'm going to scooch this one over. And the transparent, since it's going over black, what it'll do is it'll make the pink look slightly darker. So cursor, slide it over, see how it looks. And I'm going to send this one backward also. Order, I probably need to do it twice. Now you see it's a control and down arrow is send backward. So that's shortcut. I want to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click it, control and down. And then you see I went too far, so I'm going to go up with the up arrow, and I hold control down the whole time. So that looks pretty good. And then just take a look at how it looks. Yeah, that's looking pretty good right there. So now what I can do is I can move on to the nose. Now I changed my background color because the color that I had was a little bit too dark, I thought. So I went for this more neutral color. And now what I'm going to do so that I can draw shapes like the nose and things is I'm going to trace around the edge, and I'm going to choose a color that's slightly lighter than the background color. That's why I chose kind of a darker color for the background color of my face, because I'm stacking shapes on top of shapes. So to do the nose, back with the polyline tool here and scooch over, and we're just going to zoom in on the nose. The nose is pretty big, so we don't have to, I mean, it's, you know, my nose is pretty big, I should say. I have a big nose. But all I'm doing is I'm just drawing a rough outline of the nose. And the dark shape of my nostril, I'm not going to trace around yet. I just want to get where the lightest part of my nose is. And so that's probably pretty good right there. And I'm going to make this color transparent too. So first I want to get rid of the outline. We don't want to have any outlines here. And you can do other layers on top of other layers. So let's see, like maybe this color right here. And then let's customize it and make it slightly transparent. So just a little bit down. And then let's get our cursor tool and slide over and see what it looks like. So it was more like right there. I'm looking over and trying to see where that, there. So that looks pretty good. All right, so next video, I will be adding a little bit more to the nose, and then I'll be starting on the eyes and the eyebrows.